Hi Libra, welcome to your May 2025 Astrology Horoscope forecast. Welcome to my channel. I'm Anisha and I talk everything around astrology and tarot. We have an extremely important month. We have Neptune that has shifted after 14 years being in Pisces and it now moves into Aries. So, for all of us, this is a massive collective personal shift. We also have Saturn, which is moving into Aries towards end of the May. And again, with Neptune and Saturn combining, and I'll explain as to exactly where it is that it is going to be aspecting for you in your chart. For all of us, we are entering a period of profound self-discovery, restructuring, and strengthening our foundations. So, fabulous time with a combination of Neptune and Saturn to align to our higher purpose and to establish new foundations. So for you, Librans, Neptune is going to be aspecting your own house. That is the house of relationships. This is the house of your marriage. And we also have Saturn over here. So Neptune's transit through this specific, extremely important part, I think Librans in any case with Venus also governing this part of harmony and balance and wanting relationships always to move smoothly. Neptune is going to be enhancing empathy and compassion in relationships for you. However, do be careful of overlooking red flags in relationships. So, two important tips for you while Neptune is going to be aspecting for you. The first is to attract soulful, meaningful, idealistic partnerships and to practice forgiveness. And do not ignore red flags, especially in relationships, or project fantasies onto others. It is not a time to be romanticizing love, but to stay anchored in mutual reality. Whether it is that you are putting your or end up putting your partner on a pedestal or looking at your relationship through rose tinted glasses, which in any case, Librans, you do. You like to believe the best in your partners, but Neptune is going to be bringing about more illusion. It's going to be even bringing about some disillusion as well. So maybe a lot of you will be going through this, almost cinematic view in your mind as to how it is that a relationship should be, or what an ideal relationship really is, or what an ideal partner really is. And that is where in a good way, at least initially, you'll have Saturn helping you for about 2.5 years to anchor you. But and because it's a long transit, you'll have to constantly keep doing these self checks so that you're not being unfair, not just to your partner, but I think you're, even doing disservice to yourself by either shortchanging yourself, making excuses for your partner, really idolizing your relationship. So be a little careful over there. We have a full moon which is there in Scorpio on the 12th of May. And this is aspecting your house of earned income. This is the money which you earn. It is normally through a job. It is not an inherited money or a business money. And this is also a house of self-worth. So this is a time because lunations normally bring about something coming to a closure, something coming to an end. It highlights patterns for us, and because this is where money is concerned, it's going to be bringing attention to your financial assets, how it is that, or what is it that you're doing with your money. Maybe a project gets over for some of you. Maybe your job finishes for some of you. In some cases, it could also be that you're getting a bonus out of a dividend you're earning out of a fund. This house also governs self worth. So it is also a time that maybe there is more clarity. You could be feeling more confident of, because you could be feeling more financially stable. And it's a suitable time to be assessing your financial situation and to be making necessary adjustments. Just a small tip, Librans: whenever we have a full moon in this house of self-worth and money, it's always advised and encouraged that not to view yourself or your self-worth through the amount of money that you have in your bank, not to sort of feel either secure or insecure or confident or insecure about money per se. We have Sun, that is going to be there in your house of joint finances, resources, and Sun stays over here till about 20th of May. So there's going to be a lot of focus on shared resources, on transformation, and this is a time where after I think maybe there could be a lot of conversations, discussion as to how the money needs to be shared, how the decisions need to be taken. There could also be some conversations around intimacy, on sexuality. This house also governs our deep psychological patterns. This is also your partner's income. So something gets highlighted for your partner. Maybe your partner's income gets enhanced, or there is a small whether it is a bonus or it's a promotion at work could get highlighted during this time. This is also because this is a house of transformation. You also need to be seeing as checking the balance as to how it is that your partner is where money is concerned. Is your partner being fair? Are the finances shared equally? This also speaks about power dynamics in a relationship. Who dominates the relationship more? And ensuring that the balance stays equal throughout. And Librans, for you, it should not be difficult. And this specifically I'm speaking about with the Libra sun, rising, and moon. Of course, if you have a Scorpio or an Aries or a Leo, then we're talking of different things altogether. But try and ensure that the power dynamics that you are getting emotionally fulfilled by your partner, that is, I think, more than the material equality. It is the emotional fulfillment, whether you're being supported emotionally in your relationship or not, is going to be the key for you. We have a new moon which is there towards end of the month, and we have a new moon which is there in your house of learning. This is the house of wisdom, philosophies, long distance travel, and it's a fabulous time to be setting intentions into these areas so that they can lead to fulfilling experiences. It's also a fabulous time to be learning a new language. It's a good time to be deepening your spiritual practices. Fabulous time for a retreat, for meditation. A good time to be centering yourself, Librans. We have Pluto that is carrying on its transit, and it is now going retrograde in Aquarius for a little while. And I've spoken in great length about as to how the slow moving planets are going to be impacting us. So I will encourage you to watch my annual video of 2025 on my channel. I've spoken at great length on those slow moving planets, and whether it is Pluto or Neptune, as to how it is, or even Uranus, how it is that they're going to be impacting us on a long term. So you will have not just a better context, but you'll have deeper clarity exactly as to how to navigate your life around these planets. Now, Pluto is going to be retrograding in your house of children. This is the house of romance, of fun, of creativity. So, Pluto over here is going to be encouraging you to introspect regarding your romantic endeavors, regarding your creative projects, and transformations in how you express yourself artistically or romantically may occur. You are being asked to look at your patterns as far as how it is that you define fun, how it is that you look at your romantic relationships. So a good time to be doing like a housekeeping as far as your what you really want out of your relationship is encouraged. The next big move is Saturn, which is moving into Aries towards end of the month. And Saturn, of course, is joining Neptune for you in your house of relationships. And briefly, Saturn will be retrograde between July to November, wherein briefly it moves to Pisces. But Saturn is going to be encouraging you to bring structure and commitment to partnerships. It's a time to be solidifying relationships and addressing any underlying issues with maturity. Saturn is, while there is a lot of idealism around relationships, around partnerships, and Neptune, of course, is going to be bringing up a lot of compassion, a lot of sort of wanting to hold your relationship or your partner with kid gloves. But Saturn is going to be coming in, giving those checks and saying that are you really getting what is it that you should be getting in turn? Are you ignoring the red flags? Are you also sort of filling yourself before you are seeking something from your relationship? So Saturn is going to be bringing about a lot of lessons as far as relationships are concerned, and all in a good way. I think for all of us who unfortunately fear Saturn or the lovely Shani Maharaj, as we fondly call him in Vedic astrology, I think he's one of the most beautiful planets. He's like this very strong almost like a strict father, but with an extremely soft heart, who wants nothing but the best for you, from you, provided you're willing to roll up your sleeves and do the work. So, Saturn, as far as your relationships are concerned, your expectations, your also, what is it, not just from the point of expectations, but also what is it that you should be getting in return without operating from the point of ego. So, this is not sort of operating from a victim or an ego place and saying that, oh, I get ignored or I'm not getting this. But Saturn also teaches you to stand up for yourself, to ask for what is rightfully yours. And Neptune, of course, over there, you need to keep remembering, will keep bringing about this entire fog, these illusions around compassion and let things be, and it's all right to suffer. But Saturn is going to be making you stand over there solidly to look at it. Will make you look at your relationship, at your patterns, and it's going to ask you to strip you of any of these illusions that you have around how a relation should be, how a perfect marriage should be, and also the most important lesson that the best of relationships and the marriages are built on solid hard work. They are not just all Instagrammable stuff that we see, of happily ever after. There is a lot of hard work that goes behind building and putting together a good relationship. The tarot message for you, Librans, is an extremely beautiful card. It is the Two of Cups, and very aptly talks about focusing on harmonious partnerships and on mutual understandings. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.